Okay, so this is going to be my last video. I do want to point out that the driveway is gravel on this uppermost area here up where I've parked. Plenty of room to fit 3 cars across this way, or if you want to park inside the pole barn, that's another option. And as I mentioned before, if you wanted to park down here and enter in through the lower level, you've got lots of parking down here as well. So this section of the driveway is poured concrete in sections. Obviously it's broken up in some spaces. It's been like this for as long as these owners can remember it. It has not shifted or changed, but perhaps you would want to resurface this or redo it all, or perhaps just go back to gravel, or just live with it the way it is like they do. So down here, we're gonna shift back to gravel for a little while, and then there is another section in front of the barn that is paved again, or I should say concrete. Owner wrote in their disclosure that you do need to remove the snow in front of the barn. You know, don't let it pile up all winter long, because come springtime, when it all thaws, it will, you know, get the barn floor very wet. So you just got to back drag it away, and they normally push the snow over here, okay, to the left of the barn. And I keep calling it a barn, but it is also very much a garage, and it has been completely overhauled in the last year. So bear with me, I don't have any lights on. There we go. So humongous barn space. It smells amazing in here. This is the largest section here in the middle of the barn. I'm gonna shut this door. And there's a few rooms. You'll see 1, 2, 3 off on that side. But I do also have a section over here. So the main section in the middle is concrete that had this new, manual lift overhead door. But over here on this section, we have a wood floor, okay? And then there's another garage door that goes off to the back. So if you wanted to use this section to park your tractor or any kind of, lawn equipment or snow plow, things like that, pretty incredible to have. Or, big boys toys, right? If you have side-by-side snowmobiles, anything like that, that you want to be able to just drive into this section. So corrugated metal roofing here. Right back into the middle. I'm going to show you door on the left first. So back here, another place to park your tractor, if you have this big of a tractor. This is actually a negotiable item, obviously not included in the sale of the property, but the owner does use this to plow the driveway, mow the fields, things like that. So there's a couple of interested parties, but they are generously giving first dibs to whoever buys the house. And don't quote me on it, but I do believe that he was asking $21,000 for this New Holland tractor. Okay, so there's another door here, which I'm not sure if I can get to. Oh, there we go. And so this section is small, just a small little area, additional storage. There's electrical panel straight ahead, if you can see that on the back wall. Okay, 2 more spaces, and then we are done. This one here Oh, let's see if I can find a switch. I don't know if I can in the time that I have. But this, you can just see that we can look up into the ceiling rafters. Here, there's no ceiling. This is just a good little storage room. There's shelving all along one side, very functional storage space. And then this is the very cool final finish back here. Look at this. How cool is this room? So when they had this as an operating llama farm, White Creek Farm, they were gonna operate this as a little store back here. So they finished off this room, have a very cool fireplace area back here, this beautiful hearth I should call it. And they did have like a little wood stove connected here. I love this brick. It's so beautiful. And then they finished off the ceilings and the walls. It was very rustic barn board. So windows and a door that goes out to the back, behind the barn. And there you have it. At the very end of this driveway is where it forks. So the beginning section of 996 is shared with the house up above, but you're gonna take this sharp right-hand turn here, and that's where this property really begins. So you do have a shared driveway with the neighbor, and they've also just, you know, taken care of it. Whoever gets to it first, somebody plows it all the way down to the road. It's always been very amicable. You can just see the very tip top of their roof right there, but you do not see them from the house. So lastly, just showing you the outside here of the barn, White Creek Llama Farm. It's really such a very special place, and it's going to make somebody a very lucky new owner. Lots to see. Come out for a scheduled showing and get the tour yourself.